So, you want to start a Jugger team but are not sure how? Welcome, you have come to the right place. But let's get going. How to start? Quick overview. First, check your area for Jugger teams. Second to fourth, make spars and tell friends. 5. Making more spars. 6. Start playing in the open. 7. Get in touch. You are not alone. 8. Structure training. 9. Join tournaments. 10. Build your team. 11. Stage-own events. 12. Online resources. Check the area for Jugger teams. Seems to be the most straightforward thing. Check whether there is already a Jugger team in the vicinity, even if they are based farther away, or if you want to found your very own team, you will get great inspiration and help by visiting them. It is so useful that you even should consider contacting a team if this means some traveling for you. Your effort should be rewarded with a Jugger crash course. Later, you can check whether the way of training and making spars is yours, or whether you want to set your own focus. Check the Jugger maps for active groups at Google and the International Jugger Council, social media and forums. More links later. If there is no group in your area, don't lose faith. Just continue to watch this video. Make spars and tell friends. Hard to say which one comes first. Probably you want to do both in parallel, multitasking. You probably want to show your friends how fantastic Jugger is in the real world, not only on video, and you might be pretty curious to try it out for yourself. So the first step here would be, well, making spars. Probably the biggest question turning up is, how do I make my own spars? Most often they can't be bought. There are only some few online shops, and they're not cheap. But don't despair, making spars is not rocket science. Just grab some bamboo, warm water tube insulation and some good strong tape and you are ready to go. You are well advised to put your focus on safety when you start spars making, not to make the lightest ultra spar. Okay, we know you try. So use proper tape, enough padding. You can optimize the stuff later, and you certainly will, but for now, safety should come first. Check out the handouts and manuals online as well as the spars making videos. But focus on making just a couple of makeshift spars. They should not be perfect, they will not be pretty, but all they should do is to let you and your friends enjoy clobbering each other without harm. Invite friends. In my experience, posters, articles and such stuff are not too effective to spread the word and get players together. The best way is to inspire your friends. Show them a good Jugger video, as the ones mentioned in the description, shove a spar in their hands and start dueling away, carefully at first of course. And then add the team aspect by doing a 2 vs 2 game, see Training Elements video, Zombie Games for inspiration. You will experience a very different, very gripping game as soon as you throw in teams. Don't forget to tell your friends to share their experience, the videos and invite other friends to join you all next time. Making more spars. Now it's time to take care of a Jugger spars arsenal. But you do also have more hands to help you with, do you? I would recommend to make at least one chain if you didn't do so already. The chain is the most dramatic spar by far, and a really look too when you start training in the open. We'll come to the importance of that later. In any case, every player of yours should now have either a shared spar or, even better, their own. Also, make a jug or skull as a ball. Mounts are not that important, since you can use about anything for them. A shoe, a glove or a rope as a goal or mount as well. Start playing in the open. This is probably the best way to acquire new players. Don't play Jugger in the backyard, play it in public parks or generally in the open. And with a chain, people will stop and watch, taken aback. This is where you can get them. Also, this is the main reason for training in open, aside from the fact that it's free and great to just play in nature, to acquire more players and raise attention. If you are lucky, a local journalist happens to pass by. Just approach curious people in an open manner and invite them to try for themselves. Even elderly people can be quite resourceful, since they might have nephews who they would happily drag to you to play Jugger. Get in touch. You are not alone. Find out more about Juggers in your country and the events they are staging, tournaments, boot camps and such. Don't be shy. The community is both open and welcoming. You don't have to be an ace or a veteran to get involved in sports events. Also, you can exchange thoughts about ideas of spars building, game rules, etc. and find Juggers all around the world. Check the rulebook, which is valid in your area, and get familiar with the correct Jugger rules. You'll find most rulebooks at the International Jugger blog rules archive. The link is below in the description. Oh, just a caveat. If you have a great new idea, it's probably wise to check whether that idea has already turned up, especially when it comes to new spars types. Structure training! Now you have an idea about the Jugger community, it's time to prepare for a tournament. You absolutely do not have to prepare for that event, but if you want to get a head start, it's advisable to structure your training first. Warming up becomes more important as you proceed from a purely fun experience to ambitioned matches, for example. Also, you might want to train dueling basics to get a better chance on scoring hits. Check out the Jugger coach training video and the 21 training exercises. But never forget that Jugger is about fun. Join tournaments! Tournaments are probably the most fun aspect of Jugger. These are not just sportive competitions, but more like little festivals with barbecuing with the other teams after the matches, building new and international friendships, exchanging your best experiences on social media and much more. Check out your country's Jugger tournament channels for Germany and even some more. The GTR at tournaments.jugger.org is a pretty good start. And again, don't be shy. Even complete greenhorns are most welcome at Jugger tournaments. Just don't be too disappointed when your team loses. You'll do much better next time, believe me. Tournaments are the best training and excellent team building opportunities. Build your own team. Now your players have some motivation to become better as a team. Focus on team building aspects and focus training exercises to iron out weaknesses and build dueling and strategic strength. Highlight the role of your players which they are naturally acquired in your team. For example, the natural chain breaker, the genius chain player, the strategist and such. You could even use player position symbols to display these roles. Free graphics resources for printing and cutting patches can be found at the International Jugger blog. Also, watching match recordings on YouTube can greatly improve your team's feeling for tactics and keep your fascination for Jugger up. But how far you go with this is completely up to you. We have excellent teams without deeper structure, and we have teams who are not that great concerning matches, but absolutely beloved for their little traits, sympathetic character, creative jerseys and banners, spontaneous musicians, songbook writers and such. Jugger is not only about competition. Stage your own events. The gold standard is to stage own events, of course. Just plan your own tournament, publish it to the community, in the GTR for Germany for example, and invite others. Since you will probably meet much higher interest than you thought, it might be wise to start with a low team cap, about 8 to 15 teams. Also, try out Nico's fantastic 2 Gani tournament planning software, which will help you greatly in organizing. Online resources. There are some very helpful apps out there. The stone counter is hugely convenient. Use it with your mobile and a portable woofer. The GTR might be the most elaborate tournament management online website out there. At the International Jugger blog, you will find historical and current versions of international rulebooks, masses of graphics resources, app links, team presentations and much more. Contact the International Jugger Council for questions. They don't have any mandate over Jugger worldwide, but they are very helpful and a good place for exchange. Jugger Worldwide on Facebook is probably the most active online community internationally. The German Jugger Forum is perfect for German Juggers, and last but not least, there are YouTube channels like this one, both for tutorials and for match recording. This was the Aurelius. I hope I could help you a bit with starting off with your own team. If you have any questions, write them in the comments or contact us. And if you start a team abroad, you're most welcome to drop your experiences in an article for the International Jugger blog. See you on the field.